I chose to do my case study presentation on the example of Marcia and Francine. Marcia and Francine have developed a strong personal and professional friendship. Francine's drinking has begun to affect her ability to properly care for her clients. The ethical dilemma in this situation is respecting of colleagues in Section 2.01 versus impairment of colleagues in Section 2.08. Marcia has a responsibility to respect and help her colleague, but also has a greater responsibility to report difficulties that interfere with practice effectiveness. Marcia and Francine's supervisor, and possibly Francine's therapist, would be valuable members to consult on this issue. Marcia has three real choices. She can have another conversation about the issue with Francine. She could have a conversation between the three of them, including their supervisor, or she can continue to monitor the situation. Marcia has already brought this up with Francine before. She has every right to approach a supervisor, but doing so could lead to supervisory intervention or repercussions for Francine. Maybe just speaking to Francine alone one more time will be the wake-up call she needs. This is a very similar situation to what Jeb and Carrie had in Strom Gottfried, Chapter 8 on competence. Carrie's supervisor refused to get involved. Hopefully Marcia and Francine's supervisor will be more willing to help them reach a satisfactory outcome for all. Part A of Section 2.08 says a social worker should consult with that colleague to assist in taking remedial action. Part B says that if that worker has not taken adequate steps to address the impairment, actions should be taken through proper channels, which I think would include having a conversation with their supervisor. I think Marcia should include their supervisor in a meeting to address Francine's impairment, mostly because of the ethical standard 1.01, a social worker's commitment to their clients. It says that a social worker's primary responsibility is to promote the well-being of their clients, which Francine is currently unable to do. For how to enact a decision, I asked myself what were the most important outcomes in this situation. I said Francine getting help, which would in turn be better for her clients. It would be easier for her to deal with her work. One last question I had is, what other examples from the Code of Ethics can you identify in this case? Thank you.